Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello my dear students, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today inshallah we will resume talking about mathematics of finance, compound interest, ordinary annuities. Problem 1. What's the future value of $2,000 an annual ordinary annuity for 7 years in a bank that pays 8% converted annually? In this problem, R will be equal to $2,000. It is an annual ordinary annuity for 7 years, so the total time here 7 years, and it's an annual annuity, so there are 7 annuities. In a bank that pays 8% converted annually, J will be equal 8, M will be equal 1, and I will be equal J over M, 8% over 1, which is equal 8%. By substituting for R equal 2000, T 7 years, J 8%, M equal 1, I equal 8%, and N equal 7. In a formula, S capital sub N equal R times 1 plus I to power N minus 1 over I. So Sn will be equal 17,845.6. Another problem. An ordinary annuity of $850 each 6 months for 4 years in a bank that pays 9% converted semi-annually. Find the future value and the interest accumulated at the end of the period. In this example, R will be equal 850, and because it is every 6 months for 4 years, so there are 8 annuity. In a bank that pays 9% converted semi-annually, so J equal 9%, M will be equal to, and I will be equal 4.5%. The required here, find the future value and find the interest. By substituting for R equal 850, T total time equal 4 years, and J equal 9%, M equal 2, so I will be equal 4.5%, and N will be equal 8. In a formula, S sub N equal R times 1 plus I to power M minus 1 over I, so S sub N will be equal 7,973. Another problem. A man deposits $1,500 at the end of each month for 5 years in a bank that pays 12% compounded monthly. What's the future value and the interest accumulated at the end of the period? R will be equal 1,500. It is an ordinary because of it is at the end of each month, so in 5 years there are 60 annuities. In a bank that pays 12% compounded monthly, so J equal 12, M equal 12, so I will be equal 1%. By substituting for R equal 1,500, T equal 5 years, J equal 12% actually, M equal 12, I equal 1%, and N will be equal 60. In a formula, S sub N equal R times 1 plus I to power M minus 1 over I. S sub N will be equal 19,023.75. Problem number 5. To pay for their daughter's college tuition, her parents deposit $3.5 a day into her account for 10 years. If the money earns 10% compounding daily, how much will she has at the end of the period? How much will she has at the end of the period? The annuity here will be equal 3.5 daily. So in a year, we will put 3.5 times 360. So n will be equal 360 times 10. If the money earns 10% compounded daily, so J equal 10, M equal 360, and I will be equal 10% over 360. By substituting for R equals 3.5 and J equal 10%, M equals 360, so N will be equal 3600 and I will be equal 10% over 360. In a formula, S sub n equal R times 1 plus I to power n minus 1 over I, so S sub n will be equal 21,645.595 per thousand. Another problem. Suppose after retiring in 30 years, a person plans to have $150,000 in his account. If the bank pays 7% compounded monthly, how much does he need to deposit in his saving account at the end of each month to achieve his retirement goal? In this example, we don't have R, we have S sub n, which is equal $150,000, and the total time here 30 years, and the nominal rate 7%, and it's compounded monthly, so M will be equal 12 and I will be equal 7% over 12. And by substituting for Sn equal 150,000, J equal 7%, I equal 7% over 12, and N equal 360. It's equal 30 years times 12. In a formula of S sub n equal R times 1 plus I to power n minus 1 over I, we can get 1 plus I to power n minus 1 over I, then we dividing $150,000 over 1 plus I to power n minus 1 over I to get R, which is equal 122.95. Problem number 7. A person has been paying $400 at the end of each 3 months on his home mortgage loan. Because of coronavirus, he asked his lender to suspend the payments due on January 1, April 1, and July 1 to be paid in addition to the payment of October 1 on October 1. If the interest rate on the mortgage is 6% compounded quarterly, how much should he pay in this date, and how much of the interest he did pay? In this example, R equal 400, and because it's paid every 3 months, so in 1 year we have 4 annuity. Because of coronavirus, he asked the lender to suspend the payment due on January 1, April 1, July 1 to be paid with October 1. So we have 4 annuities. N will be equal 4. And the nominal rate here equals 6% compounded quarterly. يبقى J equal 6%, M equal 4, and I will be equal 6% over 4. We will get S sub n From formula, S sub n equal r times 1 plus I to power n minus 1 over I. By substituting for r equal 4000, for I equal 1.5%, and for n equal 4. So S sub n will be equal 1636. Problem 8. On March 1, a person bought a car from a car dealer for $2,000 down payment and $500 at the end of each month for 3 years. The buyer made the March and April payment and asked the dealer to postpone the receipt of the payment until November 30. If money is worth 6% compound monthly, how much should he pay to settle all the obligations? The cash price here will be equal the down payment plus the present value of the annuities. But in this example, he can't pay. The buyer made the March and the April payment and asked the dealer to postpone the receipt. So he will postpone the receipt of payment. How many payments he will postpone? He pay March, April, so there is May, June, July, August, September, October, and November. So there are 7 annuities. And for J equals 6% compound monthly, so J equals 6%, M equals 12, and I equals 6% over 12. By substituting for R equals 500, J equals 6%, I equals 6% over 12, and M and N equals 7. S sub N will be equal 3552. We will stop here. Thank you and see you next time.